Hello.
Hello. Hello.
My sleeve looks weird.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Welcome to the live. Welcome. We have a lot of comments and 7 people. So,
Well, let's say hi to the people. Who are the
hi
people?
to the people.
Hi there,
Hello to the
Stacy.
people. Hello, Stacy.
Hello, Anita.
Hello, Anita.
Stacy. Hello, Mama Sandy.
Hello, Mom.
Hello, Jeff.
Hello, Jeff.
Oh, it jumped. Oh, Anita says Ed made some tequila sunrises, and I think we forgot the orange juice.
I did my margarita with the what is it? Did they get the jalapeno or the habanero mix? One of them. But then I did jalapeno, and then I did a floater of jalapeno tequila on top of the margarita. It's quite nice. This is also my second.
Hello, Ed.
Hello, Ed. Hello, Les.
Hello, Gina.
Either there's condensation on this glass or I'm dripping.
You're probably dripping.
No, I think it's condensation. I think the glass was sitting on the counter and the counter was wet. Hello, Gina.
Let's see. Stacy says Gina made us keto grilled stuffed tacos.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Okay. With like the fried cheese shells. Oh, good. That's real good.
Did you read all of this other stuff?
No.
Okay. I guess I should read what other people are saying.
Okay. Mostly it's highs and such.
Highs.
My mom had some storms.
Storms and rain.
You sound like a country western. Storms and rain and a rain and a storm.
Anita says, love Friday night live streams.
And oh, Sandy, that sounds scary. I think that's a storm.
Jeff had 2 tornadoes hit near them. Wow.
We do get tornadoes. They're just little. Then we get those big things that swirl and come in from the Gulf sometimes.
Oh, your mom says watch out or she's going to take Marty away.
Was that because I said Marty was drinking?
I guess.
I said Marty's drunk. Are you drunk?
I don't think Marty's drunk.
No, I'm Marty. Oh, sorry, you're a female. No, I'm Marty. I don't tequila in my throat.
So Anita says 2 questions.
Ew.
Did you get to ride the Avatar ride? So we did not go to Disney this weekend. Or last weekend. We're planning to go to Epcot this Sunday instead. We ended up doing some other stuff, which I'm sure Matt will talk about. Avatar's at Animal Kingdom. We're going to Epcot. But Guardians of the Galaxy is on our list to attempt to get to. And did you decide on a name for Marty's sister?
Marty's sister?
Her upstairs neighbor?
Oh, yes. It's a skirka, which is something that nobody, I don't think, will get. But it's from a book series I like called Temeraire. That's about
dragons.
It's a historical fiction that takes place during the Napoleonic Wars, but there's dragons. And the skirka is a little female fire breather. And this little Aki has got a little attitude. She's just really she hasn't been active because she sleeps by the time we get home from work, which is a little frustrating. But when we were home, she's been all over the place. So yes, skirka.
Anina says I'm still calling her Marley.
You could call her Marley.
I like Marley, but
Marley. Ooh.
Not my Aki, so I don't get to name her.
I love the Temeraire book series, so it just seemed appropriate. Skierka is Polish for little spark, I think.
Yeah, that sounds right. Marty, I kind of think you need to crawl up on the shoulder because you're pulling my shirt down.
Hey now, trying to get them ratings up. High five. Boop. Boop. Okay.
Marty's the best.
So what did we do last weekend? Well, we decided, sorry, I have orange paint on me, and so it looks like something I need to lick off, but it's paint, so I won't do that. We decided to build an iguana cage.
Not just the iguana, the thing that it goes into. Okay, Marty, I need you up a little bit higher.
So we got all this stuff, and
you took pictures of stuff along the way?
Not a lot.
Okay.
Not a lot. And then we built this. Now it's got a little, let me see here. This is so the iguana can like hang out outside, live outside most of the year. And you notice on your right, because you're looking at the same screen I am.
You talking about Matt's side?
Yes, on my side, there is a little balcony there. So we have got there's a big front door on it that's going to go on it. And then we bought this little pet door that's going to get mounted on the balcony. We got these are green. I know they don't look green, but they're green and white tiles. These are going to go on the balcony and on the floor of the cage. And yeah. And then
That's a children in the door, right?
yeah. And then Churro came out to do a little building inspection. We put the door on there just to see if he wasn't afraid of it. He walked right through it immediately without even having to coax him through. He just immediately went through the door. So that's probably not going to be an issue. And then today, we put the casters on and I painted it. So it's kind of a burnt orange color. We still have to put the cat door on there and the door and then put the screen on, and I have to do another coat or two of paint, and yeah, and then
Stacy said,
it'll be good to go.
"Is it a cove balcony?"
I don't know. I haven't thought about that. There's how big it is, though, to give you some scale, because it's an iguana, so there should be scale. But
Jane in Travel says, "Good evening to the three of you."
hello.
Good evening.
Good evening.
And Clay Wood says, "What's
Good
up,
evening.
Buttercups?" Hello, hello, and welcome.
Hello, Clay Wood. That's a new name, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that's what we're up to.
Yeah.
And I apologize. You're going to see me being like a lizard, licking this tagine. I don't know if that's how you say it. Off my margarita because it's really good. Got a little. Is it spicy?
The stuff on the edge,
Mhm.
no, it's salty.
It's salty. Okay.
You can't tell.
Well, I don't know. I don't taste spice, but that doesn't mean it's not spicy. Because it's got to like go to a certain level before
I don't
detect
recall
the
any
spice.
spice.
I mean, I don't think. It's almost got a citrusy
Yeah,
saltiness to
I
it.
would say maybe citrusy.
It's good though. It's real good. So yeah, so that's what we're doing. Going to Epcot, like she said, this weekend. Tomorrow there's another Repticon. We're not getting any animals, but we're going to go and just look at the animals,
Because
maybe
we
get some
can.
supplies, and then hopefully finish the iguana build tomorrow. And then maybe if we have energy, we're going to try and have a little dinner or something with JT and Jen.
Mm-hmm.
And that's about the extent of it.
Yeah,
About what we got going on.
that's it.
Nothing super exciting. What about you guys? Anybody got a cruise coming up? I looked at cruises actually for the first time in a long time. and went, wow, cruises are expensive, but I think it's because I was looking during the summer. Because we have a 4-day weekend coming up in a few weeks. The weekend after Memorial Day,
Yeah.
we have a 4-day weekend, as it turns out, sort of forced to, but that's okay. We'll take it. And I thought maybe we should try and do a short cruise. And then I looked at prices and timing and went, nope, we're not doing that. But we're going to try and do maybe some local stuff, you know. Clay says, what do you think of MSC? What do you think about MSC? What do you think about MSC, Kimber? We have experience
We
doing
have.
MSC.
We've been on one MSC
Which
cruise.
ship?
The Sea Shore, right?
We sailed MSC on the seashore.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I would be happy to go on another MSC cruise. The buffet is one of the best buffets I've ever experienced on a ship.
I was going to say real quick bullet points. The buffet was outstanding and much more elaborate than most buffets.
If you like pasta, MSC is the ship to go on.
It's because it's Italian. The decor is not nearly as gaudy as it seems in videos.
It's real shiny, but it's gorgeous.
So it's a pretty ship. It's classy. I would say classy, but not gaudy. I thought it was going to be real gaudy, and it's not. It wasn't. In my version of gaudy, it did not meet the criteria. It was more classy. Not that I mind either one. I'm good with either one. But
I like that they have levels of the drink package.
Yeah, that was nice.
So we didn't have to like go all out, but we could still do something.
Insane to get the drink package. It actually, I think maybe that drink package was worth it for us because normally it's not. We don't drink, despite what it seems on the live. We don't actually drink the rest of the week for the most part, so we don't drink that much really. But
are you sleeping already?
No, she's awake. She's awake. And then I would say the downside, so there's two downsides, and they're not huge issues. But one downside is that, and this could have been our sailing specifically, but we found that the lines were a little ridiculous. I think I coined it as MSC, the cruise line that puts line in cruise line. That was a little over the top, but it was fine. It wasn't like the whole cruise. It was just like embarkation and disembarkation was a little much, but it was fine. And then the only thing I would complain about really on MSC, and it's just the reality of it, there's no way around it, is because it does attract a very diverse international clientele, which that I think is actually for me, that's a good thing. I like being immersed in diversity. But every announcement they do on the ship, they do in like 3 or 4 languages. So imagine your average ship announcement and then multiply that times 4. And you don't understand, unless you're bilingual or multilingual, then you'll only understand one of them. So that's a lot, but that's not like a thing I would be like, I won't sail on the sea because I don't want to hear all that chit chat. It's not that bad. But the food in the beyond the buffet was amazing. The food beyond the buffet was like any cruise ship. I think there was good stuff. There was stuff. I didn't think it stood out in a positive or negative way. It definitely had some good meals. Had some that was subjective a little bit. But the buffet was not subjective. I think that was objectively better in one way, that it had a lot more variety, because I think they're trying to cater to multiple cultural tastes. For me, that's wonderful. I mean, I'm wearing a flippin' Vegemite hat. I like different cultures' food, but also the quality, I think, was kicked up a notch. And so we were very happy with that. The if you get on an MSC and you go to their island is really nice. I can't tell you much about the land part of the island, but I can tell you that the underwater portion is really nice. I spent hours there, and I saw a lot of cool creatures. Kimber and JT hung out at the Lighthouse Bar, which is a really pretty area and real scenic, kind of a cool vibe, I think. So yeah, I would definitely give MSC a thumbs up. That's what I think of MSC.
Okay, Anita says, have fun at Epcot. We have a granddaughter's soccer game and visit with them after.
Cool.
And going to see the new Planet of the Apes movie.
Oh.
Ed loves Planet of the Apes.
Oh, okay. Like, Ed, do you like the old school movies or the new ones, or do you just like them all? Like, are you like Charlton Heston, these damn dirty apes guy, or are you like the like all of it?
Clay says Carnival needs to rework their drink package.
Yeah.
I think there could definitely be some improvement.
Well, it's just, I don't think they will because people get it, but
right. But
it's very much like if you're not really into drinking, it's not going to pay off.
Yeah.
So it's either all or nothing. You're like, there's no medium, and that's not just Carnival. Most of it, like Royal's even worse, I think, as far as like
Royal's more expensive, but they don't cap it. Which who drinks? I mean, most people don't drink up to 15 drinks a day. So
if you're worried about them capping it, then you don't have a problem with the price of Carnival's drink.
Honestly,
package.
what I think a lot of cruise lines should give you tiers of drink package.
I think that would be nice, but they won't because that's how they make their money.
I know.
They make their money off of people like us that get the drink package and don't drink
yeah.
nearly enough to, and then that pays for the people that drink all the drinks.
Les says, don't forget Sunday is Mother's Day.
That's right. Happy Mother's Day early to all the mothers and grandmothers. If you're a grandmother, you're automatically a mother by default. So I guess I got you covered. To all the mothers out there, happy Mother's Day. Without you, we wouldn't be here.
Clay says, thanks for the input. I was thinking about cruising with them when they start sailing out of Galveston. Yeah, check them out.
Yeah, let us know what you think. I mean, I would say that there are some people that have cruised MSC that didn't care for it, especially when they first started in the U.S. because I think they really were catering towards like a Mediterranean clientele, and that's not Americans, but I probably would like that. But they've kind of shifted their focus towards more of an American crowd, but they still do have, like, if you travel from Europe and you're going to cruise in the United States, MSC is likely the cruise line that you'll go on, I think. So again, I think that's a cool thing. I like lots of different cultures and people. I don't want to just sail with a bunch of clones of me. So, but some people are a little intimidated by the food and stuff like that. But I thought it was real cool.
Hello there, Jeremy and Cheryl.
Hey, Jeremy and Cheryl. We got new people in here now.
I know. I love it.
Welcome. Welcome to the live. That sometimes we talk about cruising. Tonight we're talking about cruising. Thank you, Clay, by the way, for
making us talk about cruising.
Inspiring us to speak about the cruise thing that we were supposedly about, which we try to be. What we remember. We're not talking about reptiles and Dungeons and Dragons because we're also like big reptile nerds. So
Ed says all of them, but the original is the best.
What?
Planet of the Apes.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Okay. I've seen the originals. I don't know if I've seen all of them. I've seen, but not for a long time. I've seen most of the newer ones. So.
Places now that I don't drink soda water, it doesn't really matter to me that Carnival switched to Pepsi.
Yeah, I mean we are Coca-Cola people,
yeah.
But you know what? If I'm on a cruise, it's not that big of a deal. But I do prefer Coke. But I drink a lot. I usually drink a lot of soda, but I've recently been switching to tea because I like iced tea if I make it with cinnamon and honey. But you can't get that on a cruise, I don't think. But when I'm on a cruise ship, like I like a soda once in a while, but
yeah.
I'm good with like tea and lemonade and water. I just need to stay hydrated when I'm on a cruise, and then I get like we'll get like a drink or two a day or something like that. That's about it. But yeah.
Anita says, "Look at us talking about cruising."
Look at
That's
that.
Right.
What do you know?
Hey there, Roxy.
Hey, Roxy.
Clay says, "So if you had to rank your cruise lines, how would you rank them?"
I can only speak to the ones I've been on, but I've been on Carnival, Royal, Norwegian, MSC, Virgin, Holland America, Am I forgetting anybody? I don't know if I'm forgetting anybody.
Let's open up Shipmate.
Oh yeah, that's
And
a good idea.
then
I can tell you though, I can tell you who's on the bottom. And that would be Virgin. Not the biggest fan of Virgin. I've
Let's
only been
see.
on them once. So
Carnival, Royal,
um,
Virgin, Holland America, MSC. That's what I've been on.
let's see. Carnival, MSC, Virgin, Royal, Norwegian. Yeah, I think I got them all. So I would say that Carnival is the top for me because it's what I cruise. I like Carnival. I like the vibe on Carnival. I like some of their ships. I like the pricing. I like Half Moon Cay. Carnival is my cruise line. Now, if I'm ranking them by certain elements of the cruise, there are other cruise lines I would put above Carnival, perhaps. Like we really liked Holland America. Like the ships around were really nice, and you know it was a good experience. I would say I've had very mixed experiences on the Royal Caribbean. I've had some great cruises on them on their older ships. I've had some meh. I mean, meh being relative. I have not had any bad cruises, but I would say Royal's probably closer. I've only been on one Norwegian. It was an older Norwegian, but I really did enjoy it. But I would not differentiate it much from the older Royal and older Carnival ships I've been on. Those were all very similar experiences. Even the cruise director on the older Royal ships was more similar to a Carnival cruise. So I'd have a hard time putting them in an order, but just because I've only been on one Norwegian, maybe I'd put it lower. Virgin's the only one that I really complained about, and most of it I do tongue in cheek. But I would definitely put them at the bottom for various reasons, and maybe that'll change if I, take me to go on another one. But yeah, what about you?
So based on the ones I've been on, I would say most favorite to least favorite would be Carnival, MSC, Holland America, Royal, Virgin.
Yeah.
And Holland America is only where it is because I feel like it wasn't a true Holland America cruise.
The one we did, yeah.
It was a travel agents only cruise, so it was very specific to what was going on.
Mm-hmm.
I absolutely loved everything about that cruise.
Yep.
I loved the ship. I loved the ports.
Everything you loved
the cruise.
Everything you loved about that cruise, though, would be the same.
That's true. It really had nothing to do with the other people that were on there.
Because it wasn't, it wasn't about the vibe.
In that case, I might move it above MSC.
Yeah. I mean,
I absolutely love.
Yeah, it was a real good experience. Now, I have not been on Princess. I feel like Princess would possibly give Carnival a run for its money. Although, if I'm factoring in budget, then it might not make it. But I've heard a lot of good things about Princess. I'm very curious about Celebrity, and I would like to try that line as well. I'm very curious about Margaritaville with the new ship coming to Tampa. I'm real interested in that ship.
Mm-hmm.
But I haven't been on it yet, so.
Stacy says, everybody hit the thumbs up.
Oh, thank you, Stacy.
Thank you, Stacy. Clay says, wait, this was a reptile show? Oops. I remember coming on when you were a cruise show.
I know.
Yeah. We are a cruise show. We just talk about literally anything and everything that comes to our mind.
Yeah, so
which is often reptiles.
So in the life of Kimbra and Matt, because we haven't been cruising since November, we are really into reptiles.
I'm gonna interrupt real quick because Ed says you need to join us on a Princess.
I'm gonna take that the right way, Ed. But yeah, so we really like reptiles a lot. We have several of them, and that is like a big part of our lives. And we're big nerds, so we like Dungeons and Dragons and that kind of stuff, which kind of goes along with the reptile thing. Way, sort of.
Dragons and reptiles.
Right, maybe. Or, I don't know. That's on the dragon, but
this dragon is a reptile.
But yeah, and it does tie into like the reason that I love to cruise. The main reason that I love to cruise is to go and see animals, like in the Caribbean and stuff. So reptiles and fish and whatever. But that is why I started cruising. Like that is how I was convinced to cruise, I should say, and then discovered that I loved the whole experience. But that is also like my main motivation. Like why? Like I don't care what cruise line I'm on. If it's getting me to the place that has the animal that I want to see, you could put me on. You can put me on like whatever. I don't care. That's ultimately that is why I cruise, is to see different animals and experience different locations where I can see animals, whether it's on land or in the water. It's usually in the water because it's scuba diving and snorkeling is like my jam. But yeah.
Anita says we love Princess, but we had really nice carnival cruises.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Princess is just like the upper echelon of Carnival. So
Yeah.
I mean, sort of Holland America is too, but Princess is like a lot of people that I really have a lot of confidence in their opinions, have a lot of good things to say about Princess. I've never heard anybody, I don't think that I don't recall ever hearing anybody complain about a Princess cruise. Like not anybody. Like
everybody raves
that may
about
be the
Princess.
only cruise line I've never heard anybody complain about.
Yeah.
And I'm sure there's somebody complaining about Princess cruises, but not in my circle, is all I'm saying. So for whatever that means.
Play says, so is your live always on Fridays at this time slot? It is
Yeah.
indeed.
Pretty typical, yeah.
Yep. Unless something comes up, and then we usually post that on Facebook. We do have a Facebook group. If you're not part of it, Clay, it is Fantastic Cruising Community, Fantastic Cruising Community. I don't know what it's called.
The Fantastic Cruising Community.
There we go.
On Facebook.
Yeah, something like that. So you're welcome to join that.
Just answer the question so we know you're a human.
Yeah, we post things once in a while.
Yeah, and a lot of it's reptile nowadays. But if we go on a cruise, you'll see that. And other people do like post stuff about cruising on there, which is nice. Stacy is a big contributor on there, which we appreciate very much.
We don't have anything booked right now, and we haven't been on anything since November. So we're kind of like on a cruise lull.
We're trying to go to Australia, although, yeah, that's postponing our cruising plans.
Yeah.
But the last cruise we were on, we got married, so that was kind of a big deal.
All right, Les is going to keep the cruising communication going. What's everyone's favorite type of cruise cabin?
Oh, good question.
That's a good one.
Yeah, let us know. What's your favorite kind of cruise cabin? Kimber, what's your favorite kind of cruise cabin?
Cove balcony.
Oh, Cove balcony. I was going to say the one that Kimber's in, but mine is also a Cove balcony. Yeah.
The same?
I know.
The very same as me?
I know. We should be a couple or something. But
a couple of people?
A couple of
sharing a Cove balcony?
Yeah, that's right. The Cove balcony, I think, is our favorite because we like balconies. I like big balcony. No, sorry. I'm sorry about that. And the Cove.
I like Cove balcony.
Yes. And what I like about them is that they're so close to the water, and so you can smell it, you can feel it, you can taste it, you can hear it, you can see it.
Here's the one thing that's I think a downside to a Cove balcony. I wish the door opened differently.
It can't.
I know it can't.
It can't.
But that's what I don't like. I like that regular balconies have like a sliding door. And the Cove balcony is like really hard to open, like a regular door. But other than that, that's pretty minimal. Let's see. Stacy says we weren't overly impressed with Celebrity. MDR food was better than Carnival, but the buffet was not good, and food choices were limited overall.
Yeah, see, I've heard people say good and bad things about Celebrity, and that's kind of Royal's equivalent of Princess. So, and at one point in time, if you like listen to old cruise geeks and stuff, you would have heard me talking about how much I pined to go on a Celebrity cruise. And after like hearing people's reviews, I still want to experience it, but it's dropped down my list quite a bit, which may not be fair because that's based on other people's opinions, not my own. But there you have it. There you have it.
All right, Les has another question I'm going to come back to, but I'm I'm gonna jump around a little bit.
Jump around.
That's right.
Jump
I
around.
knew you were gonna do that.
Jump up, jump.
So first off, we're gonna say hello to Kevin. Happy Aloha Friday.
Hello, Kevin.
Having prime rib quesadilla for dinner. Okay.
Sounds amazing.
And there's JT.
Hey, JT. And Jen. Jen's here. Hey, JT.
All right. Now,
Glad you're awake.
other people's favorite cabin type. Stacy says interior, save the money, and sleep great.
Valid. Valid. Yeah, it is going to be the budget room. And the more you budget, the more you cruise. And the sleep is good.
Kevin says, I like sweets.
I like sweets.
I probably would too, but
We can't afford sweets. If we can afford sweets, Kevin, that would be our answer.
Jeff says aft wrap balcony.
Oh, if we can afford that, that might be our answer.
Nice.
Yes, this is the bigger balcony.
Anita says balcony.
Balcony.
Your mom says balcony.
Balcony. I'm sensing a. By the way, suites have balconies, so
Yeah.
that's also a balcony, just a big balcony.
All right, and then we have. What's the primary reason everyone cruises?
Oh, well, I think I said mine. What is your primary reason to cruise?
Oh, my primary reason.
Optimist primary reason.
I don't know if I can pick just one. Do I have to pick just one primary reason?
It's just a live stream, Kimber. You don't have to like.
I know, but like I think of something and I'm like, but I also like this.
In
about
5
it.
years, somebody's going to be like, "You said it was this."
Okay.
They might have seen it. Or
I'm gonna answer this.
Okay.
All right. My primary reason for cruising is because it's an affordable way to vacation and get away from everything. A quiet place to read, to get out into nature and be on the water.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I mean, affordability is definitely a key factor because I couldn't go to the places I go on a cruise as often and as easily to see those animals. I could stay longer if I didn't cruise, but I would go like once every other year, one time instead of like 2 or 3 cruises a year and hitting like a few places for a day. So that, I mean, there are advantages to going.
I know that was technically like
that,
4 or 5 things, but that kind of all wraps into one thing.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Okay. There's another question from Clay, but I'm going to skip it for a minute because I want to see
back
what
to
other
Clay.
people. Anita says our main reason for cruising is to visit different ports.
Yeah. Yeah. See all the places. Look at all those places.
Oh, Clay is heading out.
Okay.
Try and make it next Friday. Well, we're going to miss your question then.
We can still ask it.
Okay. Trying to go to Australia to see all of the venomous snakes.
Well, most of the snakes in Australia are venomous, so that's just going to see the snakes. And the goannas and the beardies.
Let's see. JT says, love the ocean suite on Excel class, but can't do a suite very often.
Yeah. But if you can, it's sweet.
Ed says snorkeling.
Oh, see, that's why Ed and I get along so well.
Stacy says, I just love being on a ship on the ocean and seeing multiple countries in one trip.
It's a big advantage of cruising.
You don't have to drink and drive. You can just drink.
Boom. And the stress, like if you went to another country and you're not like used to traveling to foreign countries, it can be stressful. And like you might get there and it's all good, but you might get there and be like, this is still really stressful. But if you have a cruise ship to go back to, it's like when you play tag when you're a kid and you can go to home base and then you're safe. So the cruise ship is like home base. And you know you can go back there and you know you're going to be like in your comfort zone on the cruise ship. So that is a huge advantage. Plus just the accessibility to get to all those places. Definitely a big advantage of cruising.
Your mom says visiting faraway places.
Yeah. See all the places.
Ed says best part of cruising was watching Anita on stage singing karaoke.
Oh, that we all love that. We'd all like to see that. We've only seen it in video, Anita.
So, the next time that I cruise with Anita, we're gonna do karaoke together.
Oh, that'll be awesome.
I don't know what we're gonna sing.
And Ed, you and I will video it.
Great.
And then Ed and I'll do karaoke together. Did I say that out loud?
You won't even do karaoke with me. You'll do it with Ed.
I sang karaoke in front of your family.
Yes, I had to beg you, and then you threw a fit about it afterwards.
Well, it was embarrassing. I didn't even have the words to look at.
JT says, I love being on the water. I enjoy seeing multiple countries in one trip and not having to pay for it all at one time.
Well, you know,
Yep. That paying in
definitely-
advance thing is really nice. It's like it's done and over with, and then you just enjoy yourself.
Yeah, and you don't have to think about it. Like, you don't have to stress about it. Like, definitely the money, like, that is a theme with people who like to cruise, is the money aspect is definitely, for most people, that is a big part of why they cruise, because it's just an affordable way to cruise. Now, you could cruise like Kevin counts on these little cruise ships that cost lots of money with these fancy suites, and then it's a little bit more expensive, but it's still, all the other perks are still there. So it's not the only reason to cruise, but it is definitely, it's cool because it makes somewhat international travel accessible to a much broader audience than what could afford it otherwise. I never left the country until cruising, and I've never left the country outside of cruising. So, I mean, that's kind of sad, really.
Yeah.
I think about it. The world's a big place. We should experience it. And so, you know, cruising is a way to do that, even if you work in nonprofits and don't make a lot of money.
Les says, besides the ship activities, ports, places, one thing we enjoy the most is meeting different people from everywhere. Yeah, without cruising, we wouldn't have met Les and Pat. And they're some of my favorite people.
And really, all the people in here.
Right, we all came together because of cruising.
I mean, the community that is built up around cruising is pretty freaking awesome. And it's neat because it's a lot of different people that wouldn't normally necessarily interact with each other. I mean, certainly a lot of the people I become friends with through the cruising community would be people I would have never came into contact with based on my other travels circles that I travel in. So it's given me access to some wonderful people, and on the ship meeting people and just talk. Like, one of my favorite things to do is, like, you know, sit in the hot tub and just
talk to people.
You don't, it doesn't always work out, but sometimes you meet somebody really cool and you can just sit there for hours. I'd spend hours just chatting to a stranger about whatever. It's really cool.
Yeah. Let's see. Ed says, Matt, we can sing Rodney Carrington songs.
I don't know who that is, Ed, but you know, I'd have to learn.
Anita says, we're doing it. So, Anita, what songs are we singing?
Is Rodney Carrington a person that's come before? We had to look up. I feel like that's a thing that's happened.
I don't know.
I don't know either. Do you know who Rodney Carrington is? So it's not just me, not because my musical taste is different than the majority of people on the planet. But Rodney Carrington.
And it says all dirty songs.
All dirty songs?
Stacey says, I love how friendly and willing to please the crew members are. It's fun learning about them and where they're from. Yeah, the crew is, I love experiencing that culture of all the different crew members too.
Well, I see a list of songs here. And it says, put your clothes back on, show them to me. I'm not going to say that one out loud. If my mom's listening. Oh.
Oh. JT says, you'd like him, Matt. Which one are you laughing at?
Several of them, like
The Day My Wife Met My Girlfriend.
Oh.
I guess we're gonna have to listen to Rodney Carrington. Oh,
yeah.
JT says he's kind of the country version of Weird Al.
Okay, well,
maybe I'll get you into country.
Yeah, maybe we'll listen to that. I mean, there are some country people I like. But...
That's true. All right.
All right.
What else is going on?
I don't know.
I feel like Marty's like, put me to bed.
Well, I will say, Marty is still awake. So
I've seen Marty's eyes closed a few times.
but this is what's happened is Marty is like a little kid that wants to stay up because Marty Marty's bedtime, like when her lights go off, is consistent because it's on a timer. They go off at 8:30.
8:30.
But Marty has slowly been staying up later and later because Marty used to like 6 o'clock. Marty was out. Marty was done, and now like 9 o'clock, we're getting ready to go into the bedroom, and Marty's like still on the log. Now she's usually sleeping, but she's not like in her
Last
place.
night she was. Sometimes when the light goes off, I start hearing like construction around. She's moving into bed.
Yeah, but I think she's trying to, she's trying to shift her schedule to sync it up with us. I think that's what's happening, although the eyes are closed right now. Marty got that playpen. She's been liking that.
Oh yeah, Marty likes her playpen. Sunday when we were out building that cage, we had Marty out. So we've got a tall cypress knee that we put inside of it. Marty likes to hang out, kind of sitting on that, but it's taller than the playpen. So if she's getting a little excited, she'll jump and try and get to the edge of the playpen. And she's made it a few times. So then we have to take the cypress knee. Let's see. Anita says, you can sing whatever your little heart desires, Kendra. Well, it's probably going to be something different. Les says, isn't it amazing that so many people from all walks of life can coexist on a stage?
Especially in 2024, when, we can't even like have civilized conversations anywhere anymore because we have different opinions on one thing or something. So yes, it is nice. Yeah. It is nice to be able to do that. Be human again.
Les says, you let Marty stay up on Friday night. Big rub with that.
Right?
Yes, Marty. But Marty doesn't do very well. It's like the kid that you give too much candy and say, okay, we can have a little bit more, but you got to be good. And they're like, I'll be good, and then they crash.
Yeah, Marty's struggling a little bit now. The eyes are.
Ed had too much tequila on Sandy, but Rodney Carrington is pretty funny.
But then not for Mama Sandy. Yeah. It's too much for her. She can't hear some of those words that were in the title of them songs.
Oh, we started playing a new video game.
We did. Oh, we should talk about that. It's
kind of related.
Not really, but really. A little bit.
Could be. Endless Ocean Luminous, which is a new Endless Ocean game that came out on the 2nd. Yep. So if you're regular people, you've probably heard us talk about Endless Ocean before. It's a
regular people that watch the show, not regular viewers of the show. Not like your regular people as opposed to irregular people. Be clear about that.
Yeah, that. We've talked about playing Endless Ocean on Wii. It's a diving game.
Scuba diving.
Yeah, scuba diving. And they came out with a new one. So we
waited
what, half a week before we got it?
Got some mixed ratings. And if you're not into scuba diving and just seeing different types of fish, then it's probably not a very exciting game. But it's so far where the jury's still out on a little bit, but I think we'll enjoy it. I don't know if it's better than the one that came out like 10 years ago, but for us, it's worth it.
I mean, that's a sweet little Marty does look sleepy. And Les says, if you eat plenty of fiber, you won't be a regular. Thank you,
Metamucil. Yep.
How far away, Les, how far away are you guys from Tampa?
Yeah, that doesn't work. You can't do that on this because there's a delay. It's a delay.
I know there's a delay. I just and silent.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
This is Jeopardy theme music. Roughly an hour and 45 minutes. Oh, that's it? We should meet up sometime and have like lunch or dinner or something somewhere. JP says, what did I miss? You missed Matt doing the Jeopardy song and me asking Les how far away she is from here.
Well, what is halfway point? What is the midway point? Like Orlando or somewhere further north? Is that be cool?
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
For some reason, I thought you were further away than that.
I mean,
But that's
Jacksonville's only like 3 hours away, right?
That's true.
So, because they're over on that sort of towards that area. They're like
I
not
know
that far
they're
north.
northish.
Yeah, and they're eastish, I think.
Yeah, we should.
It's not limited geography of Florida.
We should meet up somewhere halfway-ish or
Yeah.
something. Yes, let's do
Yeah,
it
let's do
for
it.
sure.
100%.
Because I keep thinking, I was like, man, those people were fun, and then we never saw you again.
I thought Air Force West was in the Panhandle. No.
No, I think it was somewhere else in
Like
Florida.
I know you told us before, and I can't remember because I'm not good with the memory. But I feel like it's like, I feel like they're somewhere between like Daytona and Jacksonville. Apopka. See, that's the problem.
I don't know where that is.
I know the word Apopka. I gotta Google it because I don't.
Marty, are you gonna make it? Marty's legs are shutting. They're like a little dull right now. Actually, I think all of them.
Let's see how far off. They're close to Orlando.
So we could meet.
Yeah, they're real close to Orlando. Yeah, there's Apopka. There's Orlando.
Oh, look at that!
They're like,
Hey,
they're like super close.
let's meet in Orlando sometime.
Or like even
or somewhere.
Yeah, I mean, like basically like Kissimmee Celebration area, Disney kind of area.
Yeah.
I think is probably a pretty good.
Into like Disney
pretty good
Springs
point.
or something.
Yeah.
Wow, I've just learned something super exciting.
Or we like to go out there in the wintertime, although we didn't at all this year, which is kind of
Is that
upsetting.
where's Silver Glen?
It's not
Springs?
quite. So the springs are
Where's
a
that?
little further. Well, there are springs in that area, but
Where's Silver Glen Springs? That's where we saw the manatees.
yes, it's a little further north.
Man, I thought you were further north than that, Les. That's cool.
Silver Glen. Silver Glen. That's helpful when the map zooms into like real actual distance. Yeah, that's quite a bit further
Oh
north
yeah, okay.
than Apopka. But yeah. But that's good though, because they're like way closer. We can go to White Castle.
Oh, we could go to White Castle.
Or someplace that you like. Either way. Interesting. There's an insect flying around.
Yeah. Les says, well, Matt, let's do the right thing and just let Kimbra and Pat decide.
There you go.
We can do that.
That is fair. That is fair. Because we like food. And we like company. So yeah.
JT says, yum, White Castle.
Why don't we ever go to White Castle, JT? I love me some White Castle.
White Castle is more in Orlando, further than Disney.
I don't think it's too far from Disney though. It's
we could meet up with JT and Jen at White Castle after
at the
Disney.
White Castle. White Castle.
Oh, JT, I like White Castle. I get the chicken wings.
Just
or
doesn't
chicken
eat the
sandwich.
burgers.
Yeah.
Yeah, White Castle is closer. Well, it's like it's like
Closer to what?
well, it's past Lake Buena Vista, but it's like more Kissimmee than
Okay.
Orlando's like up here. So
Right.
yeah, so it's pretty close to the theme parks. It's before, I think it's before Universal. Yeah, it's before Universal, but probably after the Disney parks, I'm guessing.
Anita says, I love White Castle's onion rings. I've not had their onion rings. I like their mozzarella sticks.
I like White Castle's White Castle.
Yeah, it's weird.
Or I'm normal, and you're the weirdo.
I mean, I used to get them without onions, but that's just too much work to order it that way. So
Oh, another year of Croc school starting. There.
is that guy at the aquarium there?
Yeah, I think so.
I feel like I saw him
two.
today.
I don't know. Maybe they headed out today. Yeah,
Yeah.
because Aaron and Alex are both there this time.
Okay.
Yep.
Les says Harold and Kumar go to White Castle. Yes, they do.
They do indeed.
JT says can't wait till they open Jack in the Box in Orlando.
Oh, that'll be
I've
exciting.
never had Jack
Jack in the Box tacos. Yeah. Jack in the Box tacos are
I'm
amazing.
still upset that Del Taco is kind of disappointing in Orlando.
It's not the same. It's changed. You've changed. It's you, not me, Del Taco.
I was so excited for Del Taco. I learned about pulling down my shirt, Lizard. I learned about Del Taco from Big Bang Theory. And then when I went to Vegas, I tried Del Taco and I was super excited. JT says WTH. Yeah, Jack in the Box doesn't exist in Indiana and it doesn't exist in Florida. So never had it.
It used to be here years ago, before like the whole thing where they almost went out of business and then they came back.
Yeah.
But it was a big thing in Missouri.
It said Jack in the Box has good onion rings too. I like Burger King's onion rings.
They have jalapeno poppers and they're Crisco melt. I like their Crisco melt. But really it's all about those cheap, weird, wrong but delicious tacos. They're like deep fried tacos with like a slice of cheese and ketchup or something. I don't know. And like mush meat. I don't even know.
Did I scare you?
I didn't want to think about what they are, but because they're delicious. That's what they are. Yeah, you do look like you need to shed, Marty.
There's like some major shedding.
She's looking
needed.
real dull though. Sorry, did I offend you? You do. You look really dull. You need to change your clothes.
Change your clothes.
Yeah, you need a wardrobe change.
Even your bright isn't real bright.
She's like, shut up. Stop talking about me on the live. You're making me embarrassed.
JT says the slimy tacos are yummy.
Right? I know. And I don't know if they're still cheap. They used to be like $2 for $1 or something like that, or maybe even cheaper. I don't know. I mean, they're little. You could eat like 20 of them, but yeah.
Bacon ultimate cheeseburger.
Yeah. The breakfast is real good too. Yeah.
I'm getting your little smokies.
Do you like my Vegemite hat, Marty? I mean, it's Australian. You should. She's like, bearded dragons were in Australia well before Vegemite. Here, well, it's not my hat.
I was like, no, not really.
There's nothing more Australian than a bearded dragon sitting on your Vegemite hat.
Les says, how often does Marty shed? So when we first got Marty shed almost continuously.
Mm-hmm.
Like her legs and head kind of shed at the same time, and then her back and tail kind of shed, and it was almost like it took turns. I think she went through a fresh shed right before your mom got here.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'd say within the last few days, her legs started getting really cloudy again. So
as they grow, they shed when they grow. So that when they're younger, they shed more. As they get older, they shed less. But at her age, because she's still definitely growing, she's probably shedding about once every month and a half to 2 months, I would say on average. Something like that.
She's kind of the best. Stop staring at that light. Oh, look at the light. Gonna burn her eyes
She
out.
lives in Australia. The Australians have complete tolerance to like bright lights. Like you literally can't walk outside or you catch on fire in Australia. So lizards there are like, all right, we're going at night. It's all good.
Marty is probably one of my favorite reptile purchases. I don't want to like offend the other reptiles. So I'm sorry, other reptiles. But Marty's real special.
I don't know. Churros really
Churro's coming around.
Churros coming around. Okay, show everybody your butt. No,
What are you doing? The dog
you
face?
literally went completely in a circle.
That was
You did a complete circle and ended up exactly where you were before.
that's what dogs do. Can you forget what you are?
Look, she's after the dolphin. Go, go. Go. She's like, I can't actually see that because it's on the screen. It's not real. You gonna do it again? Dun, 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 dun. Oh no!
No.
Just don't poop on my Vegemite hat. That would suck.
Sadie said she's looking for a good spot to poop.
Yeah, she probably is.
Your mom says, I love Marty.
She's pretty awesome. She's a pretty cool lizard.
You're looking down because she's on your head.
Mm-hmm. She's going to climb down my back now. Okay, that's all right. You don't want to be in the spotlight. I get it. However, your tail is still in the air, so people can still see you. There you go. Now it's on my, that's a good fashion look. Okay. All right. Where'd the lizard go? She's gone. I don't know where she went. Has anybody seen Marty? I don't know where she went.
Let's see. Les says a fantastic group meetup in Central Florida.
Hey, that's a good idea.
Let's do it.
Let's see. It'd be Les and Pat, maybe JT and Jen,
and us.
and us. You know what? I'm good with that. I'm good with that. I don't think anybody else that regularly watches us lives in Florida, but
I mean, there are other people that live in Florida, but nobody that I think would come meet up with
that
us.
won't regularly watch us.
No, just other cruising people
Oh,
that live
well,
in Florida.
yeah. Not that would know about it because they don't watch our lives. Thank you for watching our lives, by the way.
Yeah.
We just consider this like hanging out with our friends on Friday night. If you didn't know, so yeah, we should definitely do that, Les. Again, it'd probably just be the 6 of us, but that's all right. I see our internet thing is showing up, so I don't know. That means we're getting.
I've seen it a couple times.
Oh.
I don't understand why.
Back. I don't know either. I don't know. Oh, goodness gracious.
Who else lives in Florida? Sometimes Aaron and Aaron pop on. In Jacksonville.
Yeah, they might come. They might come for a
Yeah.
meetup. Yeah, they would possibly come for a meetup. We could advertise it on the Fantastic Cruising community,
Yeah.
and maybe the shows would show up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Les
knows?
says we should
Who
pick
knows?
a town no one's heard
Who
of,
knows? Yeah,
like they do on the weather station.
like Plant City.
Yeah, let's do it in Plant City. We'll do it during strawberry season.
We could do it. We could do it at the Meadery.
That would be so much fun. We could all go have mead in Plant City with cruising people.
It'd be a need to know basis. On a need to know basis. But Orlando would be more centralized for people.
Oh, Plant City would be easier for us.
That's true, Kimbra. Perhaps we should think about other people besides us.
Oh, fine. But it's a fantastic group meetup, which means it's clearly all about us. So at work the other day, it's been getting hotter in Florida, which I'm sure most of you know. And we do field trip check-in. So we go out and greet the field trip groups that come in. And because it's been hotter, that means it's hot outside. And then we come in and it feels better. My coworker has been going out there a lot, and she brought a fan. And she was like, look, I have a fan. And I said, yeah, I have lots of fans. They watch me every week.
Yeah.
And I got rolled eyes from everyone.
You deserve that.
I thought it was funny. Les says, yeehaw, Junction.
Yeehaw, Junction. 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 That's one of them Weather Channel cities.
I like this line.
Yeah. We've made Anita laugh. Marty is still like incognito.
I can see her. Ed says we need another fantastic group cruise. Last one was awesome.
Hmm.
Yeah. I would probably do less organization.
Let me ask you this, Mr. Roddy. Was it worth it sailing out of Tampa, or should we, if we did something like that, would it make more sense to go out of like Canaveral or Miami or Fort Lauderdale? I don't think we'd go out of anywhere outside of Florida, and we probably wouldn't go to Jacksonville because we don't want to go on the Elation necessarily. But what do you think about that?
So I'm gonna jump on that one too.
Oh, okay.
Carnival or another cruise line.
Oh yeah, that's also something to consider.
Oh, well, that's awfully cute. Marty's like, except her mouth is closed. That's so cute. She is so done.
She's like, it's darker back here.
Anita says you guys do have fans. You're the best.
I mean,
There's one up there.
yeah, there's a ceiling fan. No, but seriously, let us know. What do you think? Like, maybe we could work on something like that happening.
Yeah. What would people want? Oh, JT just adopted a new fish.
Well, that's very random, JT. You're gonna have to explain that a little bit further detail.
Ed says depends on the best snorkeling cruise.
Ah,
How about also?
Ed's thinking like me.
Let's talk about length, shorter, longer, or what we did.
Oh yeah. No, I'm going to intervene there because I think a group cruise needs to be at least 7 nights. I really do.
I don't
And the problem is if you go longer than that, well, you can do 8 nights, 7 or 8 nights. If you go longer than that, then you're eliminating people because they can't take that much.
Right. Let me tell you my first thought when snorkeling came up. Curacao.
Yeah,
but not everybody could get to that.
We get to that.
The Narnia.
Oh, Narnia. Yeah. Well,
But if we did ABC, we could do Flamingo Beach. Anybody could do that. We could basically repeat.
Well, we could also do. No, we did that one. The last one was the wrong hand.
Yeah.
I was gonna say we could do like something with like Half Moon Cay would be good. Half Moon Cay is kind of fun. Everybody can snorkel there. It's easy to snorkel there.
I'm trying to think where we have some of our best snorkels.
I mean, Grand Cayman's good.
Yeah, but Grand Cayman is not super shallow everywhere.
No, it's not. It's not.
So like somewhere.
But it's free.
It is.
The price is right. Let's think about it. I mean, Roatan's one of the best places for snorkeling, I think, but also, like, normally Chonkanab, I know we had a weird experience last time we were there, but normally Chonkanab's a really good spot. Half Moon Cay, Coco Cay, which I know that's Royal Caribbean, but that's a really good snorkeling, like easy snorkeling. It's not the best snorkeling in the world, but it's easy snorkeling and it's a lot of variety.
Hey, Aaron, you must have just heard me because I literally was just talking about you.
We were channeling you.
Like literally. I just said Aaron and Aaron what might come, which doesn't make sense to you at all because you don't know what I'm talking about.
Here's what we need to do. The next group cruise needs to go to Bimini and we do a shark snorkel.
Oh yeah.
That would be cool.
The
That'd
one
be
that we did
freaking
reef,
awesome.
what did we do? The reef shark snorkel thing in the Sapona?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Sapona and the reef sharks.
That was one of the best
That'd be
excursions
real
we've ever
cool.
done.
That'd be real cool.
Aaron, so Les said we should do a fantastic Florida meetup, and we were talking about who might come, and it was JT and Jen, Les and Pat, and we were trying to think of other people, and I said, "Oh, Aaron and Aaron might come." That was being about, but I mentioned you. Okay, so we've got some stuff here. JT says my neighbor knocked on the door and had a Play-Doh in a bucket.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Says
And you were a sucker.
He says agree
As a
7
fish
to 8
joke.
nights, and he said Horizon or Celebration. I
Hmm.
honestly kind of like doing the Pride. Like I feel like
Yeah.
the Pride was a really good kind of size.
Yeah,
for
I
us.
agree. I agree. I like the idea of the smaller ship for a group cruise. Honestly, I think it's more intimate. I think there's some, yeah, because we did the group cruise sort of thing on the wedding cruise, and honestly, I think there are advantages to going on a smaller ship for a group cruise.
Yeah.
There's so much and so many people on those big ships.
Because we did the Down Under group cruise on Horizon,
Mhm.
and I mean, I almost think that was too big.
Yeah, but
For
that's a
I
big
mean,
ship,
it
right?
was, yes, it was
Yeah.
fine. And then we had the wedding cruise on the
Mhm.
Mardi Gras, and we kind of found our spot where we all kind of always met together.
Mhm.
But it was big.
Mhm.
But I feel like there was something about Pride that was perfect
Yeah.
for the group cruise.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Which is what the Margaritaville is, by the way. It's the same class of
That
ship.
could be interesting.
Mhm.
Stacy says Bon Air, but that's not really for beginners, probably. Yeah, that's not for everyone.
It's not a hard snorkel, but it's definitely you need a little bit of snorkeling experience.
Les says between our already booked cruises and my sister's out of the state 90th birthday, we're pretty much booked for 24 and 25. Well, that's unacceptable.
What are the cancellation policies, Les?
Right, just transfer something over. Aaron says, "Is that why my ears were burning?" Indeed.
Probably that, or you were outside in the sun today.
Anita says at least 7 to 8 for sure. We would like that we didn't get to go to Curacao.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
JT says, when would this group cruise be? I don't know.
We're literally thinking on the spot.
If we want Pat and Les, it's not going to be in 24, 25. Aaron says, count me in. We will be there. And count me in for the next group cruise too. Okay. And JT says, yeah, I can use a Play-Doh for the pond.
Cool.
JT says, but does it do ABC? The smaller ship? No, probably not.
No. Yeah, you have to go like Horizon or something like that to get that ABC, which would be okay. I mean, I don't have any problem with the Horizon.
Anita says, I was just going to say the Pride. It's easy to navigate and great places to meet up. And Ed says Pride was perfect. I mean, we could just do Pride all the time for our group cruises.
Is the Pride coming back to Tampa? Is that? I haven't looked to see.
I think it is.
Mm-hmm.
But we could just stick to Spirit class group cruise ships.
Well, right. Yeah, because
so whichever one. Yeah. But it'll always be the same cruise, and we don't necessarily want to do that.
Well, there are other Spirit class ships might go to other. Not if
they're going out of Tampa.
Well, it doesn't have to go to Tampa. If it goes out of Tampa, it's Western Caribbean. And then you're only going to be between like Costa Maya and Belize, and like there's a few variables, but not too many. If we want to go to like Curacao or something like that,
on the other side.
Well, you gotta go to the other.
Yeah.
You gotta go probably to Miami or Fort Lauderdale for the most part.
You could do Nassau and go to Junction Beach. That was a decent snorkel.
It was, but I'm a little leery just because when we went, it was COVID, and that may have been why we had the experience we had. We had a good experience there, but
yeah. JT says our group on the Viva was awesome. The ship size was great, and they've got groups in June of 25 in Hawaii in September of 25. We might be able to squeeze something else. Cool. And Stacy says the Legend from Tampa, February 15th to Costa Rica, Panama, and Grand Cayman.
Oh. So the Legend is a Spirit class ship.
Yeah.
She's sound asleep.
Les says,
sound asleep, that one.
I have a perfect solution for all of us. We could enlist in the Navy. We'd cruise all the time if we got duty. To sea duty. Let's do that, Les. And then we can fly jets.
I got to be honest with you, Les. When I hear the word sea duty, I just think of fish poop.
Do you think Marty's going to make it?
Marty's already asleep.
Marty, guys are.
Oh, really?
Oh, Marty. Yeah, I'm probably not going to enlist in the Navy.
In the Navy.
JT says I was Army, can't join the Navy. Well, then JT, you're out. So I turned off the AC because it was cold, and now I'm hot.
You do that every time.
I know I do.
Every time.
He said she's night. That's right. She's so done.
Yeah.
Her eyes are still open though.
That's because she's trying
I know.
real hard to stay awake.
She's not doing it well.
No.
I love that that's the spot she's chosen.
She's hiding behind me.
She is. She's like, there's no lights in my eyes over here. Except that one that's probably in her eyes.
Good.
Damn, much better.
I suffer for the lizard.
Stacey says trying hard to hang on. Yeah. What does when I hear the word CBD, I think of poop death. Yeah.
I too think I was trying to make a number 2 joke, but it failed.
I second it. Yeah, that didn't work either, does it?
No.
Yeah.
Nope. I haven't seen Sean in here. I assume Down Under Cruisers are coming on tonight.
Yeah.
But I don't know that for certain. Travel to Down Under Cruisers at your own.
It says, Kimbra, I will volunteer Anita to help you with all the planning for the group cruise. Oh, thanks, Ed.
That's very kind of you, Ed.
I appreciate you volunteering someone else to help out. That means she'd be required to come to all activities, which she did anyway. So we really did have so much fun on our group cruise. It was a good group cruise. It was exhausting.
So
and I learned a lot.
Who wasn't on our group cruise that wanted to go but weren't able to?
Aaron and Aaron.
Stacey and Gina. JT and Jen.
And the band can get back together. That's right.
So
can we do this thing the last week?
JT and Jen. Yeah. So like we need to find a time when everybody can go.
I guess it'll have to be 2026.
That's the trick. You thought scheduling D&D was difficult.
Yeah.
Scheduling a group cruise, very challenging unless you go out way into the future. So, well, if we did out of Tampa, but that again, that limits our ports, but is it really about the ports? Then we would have our sea lions and stuff.
Stacey said, yeah, we plan too far ahead. Yeah, you guys plan like 3 years in advance. I plan like a couple months. Actually, the cruise that we did with you, Stacey and Gina, was probably the furthest out we've ever planned a cruise.
Maybe. Yeah. Even our wedding cruise?
Yeah. The wedding cruise we planned a year in advance. We were planned like a year and a half with Stacey and Gina.
Yeah. That was a long time. Long time. Long time. So, yeah.
Where would we want to go? What would be our goal?
I think like group cruises are like destinations are fine, and normally I'm a destination guy, but when it comes to the group cruise, it's more about hanging out with people. So it doesn't matter as much where you go. It does, because you want to like what we did in Cozumel was really fun.
I loved Cozumel.
Because that was a place where we could all go and just, anybody that wanted to, not everybody did it, but anybody that wanted to could just go and just hang out for the day. And yeah, we could do it on the ship, which we did, but it was like,
It was a different kind of vibe.
it was cool. It was really cool. Yeah.
It was one of those things where it was like, so I'm not typically one to hang out with the girls, but I loved Cozumel because that's what I did.
Mm-hmm.
It was Matt got in the water with the boys, and I hung out in the pool with the girls and the drinks.
And we found moray eels, and we found a lot of cool
and then
stuff.
when the boys were done snorkeling, they got in the pool too, and we all hung out. Like it was. I loved everything that we did, but I would say Cozumel was probably one of my favorite things that we did on that group cruise as far as ports go.
Yeah.
Let's see. Les says we plan far ahead. Also, I have to work it in between our doctor's appointments.
That's fair.
Ed said it's more about the people than the cruise ports.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I, that's true. That is true.
JT said we've got a 14-night January 2026. And Stacey said we're most likely booking a 14-night February 2026. Aaron says places you can all teach us about critters.
Well, that's anywhere.
JT says, okay. And Anita says Cozumel was amazing. Yeah,
It was a good time.
loved Cozumel.
Yeah,
and it was so funny
good.
because it was such a simple activity.
Just walk to the place. Yeah, it was very casual. It was very
and it was cheap.
It was cheap. It was super cheap.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was very cool. Yep. So, and if we have like the crew we're talking about, like Grand Cayman wouldn't be a bad trip because I think most of the people we're talking about could probably handle that.
we went to Grand Cayman on that cruise.
No, I know, but not too many people got in the water with us in Grand Cayman.
Right, that's true.
But I think the people we're talking about right now mostly could. There'd be a few that would be maybe a little more, but they wouldn't. They could just go as far as they wanted. That's the nice thing about Grand Cayman. You don't have to you climb down a ladder, and then you can go out 50 feet and see some cool, colorful fish, or you can go out 100 yards and see the actual reef and be. I mean, the reef depth is 45 feet, but the reef comes up to probably 10, 15 feet below the surface.
Aunt Dee snorkeled right above us the whole time that we dove.
Yeah.
Which was really cool.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Les says tonight's epiphany for me is that everyone in chat loves cruising. Isn't that insane?
It's crazy.
We've talked about cruising most of this.
What is going on?
That's wild.
Marty's,
fantastic cruising.
Marty's what is this cruising you're talking about?
I'm gonna put Marty to bed. Say goodnight to Marty.
Good night to Marty.
Marty, say goodnight to everybody. Good night, everybody.
That could not be Marty's voice.
Good night, guys. I'm going to bed.
Marty's Australian. You got to do an Australian accent with Marty. Come on.
Okay. Good night, guys. I can't do accents.
That went southern real fast. Good night, guys. Oh,
but Marty's a girl.
What?
Marty's a girl.
Okay, so
Marty does not sound like a man.
Good night, guys. But you were good night, guys. I can't even do the southern one now. I'm so confused. I'm gonna go to bed. I do say Australians like the southern twang of British accents, though.
How do?
Hello, my name is Matt. Hello, my name is Matt. I mean, that's kind of hello, my name is Matt. Hello, my name is Matt.
Hello, my name is Marty, and I'm going to bed now.
You're a weirdo.
Kiss everyone.
I have no words. Les says good night to Marty. Aaron says so cute. Yes. Yeah, see, Aaron, here's what you guys should do. We're all down for a meetup or something, but if you guys ever want to come over and see all the animals or something, Like, come over, we'll have dinner, like on a weekend or something like that. Just come over for the day. We'll have dinner.
I am so sorry for that.
We'll meet all the animals. We'll hang out. Yeah, just let us know. Just let us know. If
I
you wanna
just
do
heard
that.
something barking. Did you hear the barking?
I did not hear barking.
Like it sounded like a small chihuahua barking in our house.
There's no dogs in the house.
I know.
So,
What did everyone say? What did I miss?
she was doing Southern Australian. Yeah. I was inviting Aaron and Aaron over to our house whenever they want.
Oh yeah, come on over.
And she said, okay, on my way now. Well, we'll be going to RaptorCon tomorrow.
Yeah, you want to go to Raptor?
And then if you want to come after that and help us finish building the iguana cage, that's fine. But then we're going to Epcot Sunday. But no, seriously, that's serious. Like, I'm not joking. Like, if you guys want to come hang out, just let us know. Or you just want to meet like halfway or something.
Yeah, it's like we have all these people
Just
that
let
are
us
so
know.
close to us, and
Yeah.
then we don't like.
Just let us know.
I mean, aside from JT, we can't
it's
get away from
only
him.
$5 to come to our zoo. All proceeds go to feed Marty because Marty eats a lot.
Yeah,
So
Marty's cricket fund. Let's see. For real, let's plan this. There's an elephant sanctuary we want to go to in Tampa. Oh, cool.
is there? I didn't know
I've
about
never-
that. That's interesting.
Les said, you've got a chihuahua? I mean, I didn't think we did, but I swear I heard it.
Yo quiero Taco Bell? I don't know. Yeah, let us know, Aaron. Seriously.
What's it called? Elephant
I
sanctuary.
didn't know about an elephant sanctuary. Like, I know there's a big cat. That big cat one is somewhere in this vicinity, ish. Plus, we can get you guys into the aquarium. Obviously, we can get you into the zoo.
We can go to the zoo.
Busch Gardens, all that stuff. All that stuff. We can't get you in unlimited.
Is it the Mayaka Elephant Ranch?
Probably, because there ain't any other.
Well, I mean, that's not Tampa. That's why I was asking.
Well, but Mayaka's within an hour.
I know.
Or two of Tampa.
That's why I'm just asking before
Mayaka's really cool.
I
actually.
love Mayaka. Yes, elephants somewhere near there. Okay, cool.
Yeah, Mayaka's really
I found
cool.
it.
And of course, our favorite park in Lakeland,
Yeah.
which has all the animals there.
Matt, have you
And
ever
it's free.
had a really
Totally
cool
free.
interaction with an elephant? I just heard it again. Sounds like it's in our house.
That is possibly one of the geckos
Oh.
or the frog, which are coming of age, and the males will make sounds.
Okay. But it sounds like a small chihuahua, doesn't it?
It sounds like a little bit like a chihuahua. Yeah, I don't know who's making sounds, if it's the frog or the gecko.
Here's my elephant interaction with some weird blue dot on it. Yeah.
I've had some elephant interactions when I was a kid, but not as an adult.
That's when I worked at the Indianapolis Zoo. They used to just take the elephants on walks on the back. I mean,
Well,
that's not what that picture
They do
was.
like elephant rides at the Renaissance Fair.
Yeah. But they all the elephants held each other's tails and stuff, and they walked around the service roads at the Indy Zoo. So you'd just be like,
down. JT's like, let's go see elephants. I mean, I think elephants are cool. Your mom likes elephants.
Ed says, I want to go to the aquarium again. Well, Ed, you have to come to Florida first.
Yeah.
And if Ed's coming to Florida, then I'm taking Anita to Disney. Also, I just want to point out, our Disney passes are only for a year. So you've got...
yeah. And then we're switching to Universal probably because there's some really cool stuff.
You've only got 7 more months to make this happen. Because we probably won't go to Disney again until we have passes again, which might be a while if we're going back to Universal. Because Epic Universe is going to be epic. Stacy said he heard the barking.
Oh, he heard it? That's cool.
Yeah. JT said it's that time of year for geckos.
Bow, chicka, bow, bow. I mean, it's just that they're coming of age. So
You think it was Jasper?
it was either Jasper or Mimic. Yeah, I would say so.
Mimic? Isn't like that a croak, not a bark?
I don't know what sound that Argentine horned frogs make, but I wouldn't be surprised if it sounded like that. But if I had to put money on it, I'd say it was Jasper. What did they sound like?
I have no idea.
Well, Google it.
I'm gonna Google it.
What is the sound of the gargoyle gecko mating call? Is it "Hey baby"? Probably not. As soon as you get the group cruise going, we will be there, says Ed. Well, of course, because Anita's helping plan it. That's already been confirmed. Stacy's surprised that JT's still awake.
We all are.
I can't say I'm not a little surprised myself, but glad to have you there, buddy. Anita says we aren't waiting that long. JT says me too. So, because we're so entertaining. We're so entertaining. You've got.
This is a crested gecko, I know.
Not the same thing.
I know.
I'm waiting for a video of a gecko sound.
Not really the same.
That doesn't sound right. But a gargoyle could be different. Or look up Pac-Man frog mating call. Les says, can I interest you in a piece of lettuce? Probably not. No, that was probably.
It was Jasper.
That's probably Jasper then, because that was definitely a froggy sound.
Yeah, it was definitely not that.
And there's no gargoyle gecko sounds on the internet.
The only thing that shows up
What?
is crested gecko.
I am shocked.
Well,
I am stunned.
can I interest you in a piece of lettuce? Why are we having lettuce? Yeah, nothing for gargoyle gecko calls. Oh, did you see the picture I put up for our live stream? I thought I'd get creative. Anita says my cat's name is Jasper. You want to see my Jasper? Let's see if my Jasper will come out.
Yeah, see if he's active, and that'll help solve the problem. If he's on the pull, or if he's just like chilling out.
Hey, Jasper.
They are usually awake now, unlike Marty, who sleeps during the day. I mean, during the evening. The geckos are awake at night, so this is like their time to shine. So there you go. We'll see. Oh, she's got one. Let's see. Eyes open.
Oh yeah, he was
out and about.
This is Jasper.
Make your sound.
He probably won't.
No, probably not.
He's very pretty.
He's being pretty good.
He is. He's being real good.
He jumps at the.
Amonte Channel says, make sure your group cruise goes to St. Thomas. I have to visit the 2 open Kmarts.
Oh yeah, there's still Kmarts there. There's still Kmarts are apparently, I think, still a thing in like Australia too. But
let's see if he does it again. No.
No.
He just tried to jump.
He's like, I'm done with you.
Yeah, this is my Jasper.
St. Thomas is really cool too. I like St. Thomas.
St. Thomas is like my bucket list spot.
Yeah.
Like I've never been.
We would have to go on the East Coast, but that's not that big of a deal.
Here we go.
Like I don't think that's a big deal, especially if you, like I don't love driving in Fort Lauderdale, Miami, but I don't mind at all Orlando or Cape Canaveral. I'm pretty fond of Cape Canaveral.
No,
you jump on my hand. Get it to it.
No.
Go for it. He's like, no, I don't want to do it.
You're just gonna crawl.
Hey, buddy. Hi. No. Get some Jasper time. See, Jasper should be your your live stream.
Jasper's gonna jump on you.
Whoop. Jasper should be the live stream animal because this is like Jasper's daytime.
Yeah.
Jasper's like JT. We should have named Jasper JT because Jasper is like awake at night
Yeah.
and sleeps during the day. So.
Let's see. Anita said my Jasper is more furry than yours. Yeah.
There was a Kmart in
Key West.
Key West or Key Largo.
Yeah.
Key Largo. I don't know if it's still there, but there was one there. So. He's pretty cute. Yeah. Jasper is a cutie.
He was being real good.
JT likes geckos.
Yeah, Jasper came out on the table one time when he was here.
I can't believe there are the same amount of Kmarts in St. Thomas as there are in the U.S. I mean, the one in Key Largo was kind of sad.
It's closed now.
Is it closed
Somebody
now?
told us it was closed.
Well, it probably needed to close. It was like it was a pale.
Oh, Key Largo Kmart is now a Publix.
That doesn't surprise me.
But you know what? I got some water shoes that kept my feet good to go. My wine is gone.
It was in need of some updates for sure. So I think Kmart's got a different vibe though in Australia. So I don't know. Maybe it's like that in St. Thomas as well.
Oh, Anita says we went to St. Thomas and went to Coral World and swam with sea lions.
Coral World's cool. I've been there.
You kind of cool to swim with sea lions.
Well, yeah, we won't get to that at the aquarium, probably.
No, we did. I mean, we did a sea lion encounter at
Hey there, Larry.
Ocean World.
But
I feel like it'd be kind of cool to swim with them.
Yeah. That Ocean World one was cool though. They like got up on your lap and stuff.
that was a really cool interaction for someone who doesn't like sea lions.
I never say I don't like sea lions. They're just not my favorite.
Yeah. Hey there, Larry. Larry says hi to Marty. Marty went to bed.
JT says we should talk geckos next time. Les says the gecko call. Can I interest you in some gecko insurance? Exactly. Exactly.
Les says the gecko call. Can I interest you in? Oh, you just read that, didn't you?
I did.
Sorry. Muncie Channel says Kendall near Miami still has an open Kmart.
Oh, okay.
Cool. Oh, Aaron says that they swam with sea lions too. Cool.
Oh, nice. Nice. I think it'd be cool to swim with sea lions in the wild. Like, I think that would be really cool. Although I'd be afraid they'd bite me in the face. But that's probably me being stupid. And if I learned that was me being stupid, I'd be okay with it.
Anita says, well, it was called swimming with a sea lion, but it was more like an encounter. Okay.
That's kind of what we did.
Les says, one experience I want to have this summer, believe it or not, is to go to Buc-ee's in Daytona. So,
we've been there, done that, got the...
No. Let's talk about this. In August, Matt and I are going to Daytona.
Yeah, we'll be in Daytona in August for the big reptile show in August.
Maybe we can meet up at Buc-ee's.
Yeah.
Larry said,
you guys are like well, I guess you're not super close to Buc-ee's, but you're closer than we are to Buc-ee's.
Yeah. Larry says Ananda loves Marty. We all love Marty.
Who wouldn't love Marty?
We put Marty away. Marty was sleeping on Matt's back. JT says we did the Boss Underwater Tour in St. Thomas. Our group had a great time. Yeah,
that's cool.
Muncie Channel says one of the Kmarts in St. Thomas is right by the SkyTram.
Yeah, JT and Jen really like their underwater excursion they did on the scooters.
Let's see.
Right by the SkyTram. Interesting. I've been to St. Thomas by the SkyTram, but I didn't see that. But I wasn't looking for it. I was in the water most of the time. But that's cool. That's kind of cool. Sea lions in the wild can be very aggressive. Yeah, but I've seen people swim with them. So I'd be afraid they'd bite me in the face. But if I was assured it was safe, I'd be okay. Got to die somehow, right? Keyword: can Matt your animal whisperer? So it might be different. Maybe, I don't know. If it was a reptile, maybe. But sea lion might still bite me in the face. I don't know. I know river otters and sea otters will bite you in the face, but I don't know if sea lions do. Maybe they do. Buc-ee's in Daytona is awesome. Muncie Channel says yes. Buc-ee's is pretty cool. It's like an experience for sure. It's a block past the Skytram. Okay. When is August? In August is a reptile show, and Kimber is showing you the National Breeders Expo.
August 17th. Can't see it. And 18th.
17th and 18th. It is a huge show, Aaron.
It is a fantastic show.
We will go. We will be there. Last time we went and stayed the night, we didn't need to do that, so we'll just go for the first day. We'll drive there. We'll maybe make purchases, and then we'll leave. But
unless we feel that we need to go the second day, and then we'll find ourselves a hotel and stay.
Probably not though, because we knew everything that we wanted. Like we were able to see everything the first day. So, but it's a big reptile show for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. It's real cool. One of the biggest in the world.
Yeah,
really.
It's a cool show.
Yeah, lots of fun. Lots of fun.
Larry says we have a sea lion encounter here in Powell River. They live
cool.
close to our paper mill on the log pile.
Oh, cool.
Hundreds of sea lions, very loud.
Very loud.
Larry says, I want to go. Well, come on down and
Come
go.
on down.
Aaron says, okay, putting that on our calendar. See you there.
Yeah, let us know if you're going to go, because we'll be
sure.
there. We'll be there waiting in line to get in.
We sure will. We did last year. We waited in that line. We stood there for like 45 minutes before we could even get in.
Yeah.
Yeah. JT says, I've not been to a Buc-ee's. They don't allow truck drivers.
Really?
Well, they probably do if you're not in your truck.
But you guys should go to Buc-ee's because it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's kind of a far place to road trip just for itself. But like if we came up with a reason to go out there for something else and Buc-ee's was in the vicinity, it's worth it.
Wes says that's perfect. We always go to JB's Fish Camp in New Smyrna Beach to get soft shell crab sandwich. That's my birthday month. But a Buc-ee's meetup would be neat. Let's just find places in Florida to meet up for the heck of it. Let's see. Surprisingly, Dayton, Ohio is getting a Buc-ee's later this year.
Interesting. I wouldn't be surprised if we got a Buc-ee's closer to like Tampa, Orlando area. I would think that would make a lot of sense because there's a lot of tourism in like between, like I think like around Kissimmee or something like that. That would not be surprising at all.
Larry says they need a Canadian Buc-ee's. Hey, Larry.
Okay, we got this Canadian Buc-ee's. Like we found this mouse and this bottle of beer, eh? So that means we get it for free. That was just for people as old as me.
Hey, Larry, if we do a group cruise, are you coming?
Well, yeah, Larry.
Because I feel like there's been a lot of like promise and anticipation, and then you never come.
Oh, that's cold, Kimber.
I know. I'm just trying to encourage.
Dig it in, and you have to bring an Anda.
Well, yeah, of course.
You can't show up without an Anda. You won't be allowed. We'll be like, no, you go back and get her.
We want you both.
Yeah.
Muncie Channel says Daytona International Speedway. If you like NASCAR.
Yeah.
My favorite driver died, so I don't really do NASCAR. I know, that's really sad. I know.
Horrible.
And can you guess who he was? Let's see. Larry said, of course, when? I don't know. Based on everybody's availability, it looks like 2026.
Yeah, but we could do Buc-ee's and stuff before that.
Well, yeah, but Larry can't come to Buc-ee's. I mean, he could come to Buc-ee's.
Well, we could do multiple things like that.
Yeah.
That's easy. That's like a day.
Yeah.
That's not like you gotta take a whole week off and
we've talked about
plan for
Universal trips and weekends in Plant City, and we've not planned anything.
If your group cruise is going to St. Thomas, I'm going. Well, Muncie, we will look into it and see if that's doable. Because she's never been to Plant City.
I've been to Plant City.
To St. Thomas. And I think St. Thomas is gorgeous. Gorgeous.
Let's see. Les said Disney Springs is a good place to also meet up. Yeah. Larry says she's listening. Tell her she needs to go. Ananda, you need to go.
Go, Ananda. You've got to come. We've never met you, Ananda, but you put up with Larry, so that automatically means that we like you.
Muncie Channel says number 3. That's right. I didn't watch a whole lot of racing, but the day that I actually sat down and watched a race, he died.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, that's traumatic.
Like, I like him because I love the number 3. But I didn't really like, it was just cars going in circles, and I'm like, I'm going to watch this race. He died.
Oh, that's the one you watched?
That's the one I watched.
Oh, that's horrible.
Yeah.
That's not
And
good.
what year was that? Because I was a kid.
That was like the 90s, wasn't it?
Oh,
Was
probably,
it the 90s? Or is it
it may have been the early 2000s. Let's see. Do you know who it is, Matt?
Dale Earnhardt.
Yeah. 2001. Yeah. Larry says we are sold in 2026. Done. Yes is the answer. JT says we're down for 2026.
Okay, well, maybe 2026 is what we need to look at then.
And that gives us plenty of time to figure out our lives.
It's true.
So
this is true. We should figure it out quickly though, so that people have time to plan.
Right. Yeah.
If that's a thing we want to do.
Hey JT. So since I'm like totally not paying attention to how cruises are booking right now, can we book for 2026? I guess so. Maybe fall of 26.
So fall is
like, what's a good time for people?
Well, so fall is good for prices.
Like
if you're early fall, but it's like late summer, early fall is good for prices, but it is a little bit of a risk with the weather.
Right.
Larry, it might be out of Tampa, but it might be out of like Canaveral or maybe Fort Lauderdale or Miami.
I would prefer not to do Miami if we
but
don't have
depending
to.
on the ports and ship availability, maybe. I mean, we could get a hotel and,
I don't really think I want to do summer. I'd say spring or fall. Like,
yeah, fall is probably
February, March, or September, October.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
Yeah, either of those, as long as it's not like spring break, because we've been there, done that, got the group cruise, and it was really crazy.
Aaron says we have nothing on the books for 2026. Yeah. Larry says August, September. JT says fall of 2026 isn't really available yet. Okay. Stacy says Labor Day is ideal for us. Muncie Channel says a Halloween cruise costume contest. Yeah, that's always fun.
That's fun.
Larry says June 10th is your anniversary. Well, we would definitely not do it on your anniversary. This is about us.
Wow.
Just kidding.
Wow. We can do it on our anniversary.
Oh, that's true. We can do it on my anniversary. Larry says fall. JT says, Kimber, let's talk about it this weekend. For sure. Yeah, sounds good. And I might even let you book all of it because I'm kind of over it. Anita says spring works better for us. Well, Anita, way to just throw what do you call it? A wrench
into the machine.
Yeah.
Yeah, boy, I tell you what. But would fall be impossible for you, Anita?
Yeah, it's fall. Oh, craft shows. September is not bad, but November is our best craft shows.
Well, we would.
Okay. It would probably be early, like end of August through sometime in October, maybe.
At the height of hurricane season.
Yes, exactly. Right then. Let's see. Les says I'm down for 2026 too, but my age, you never know. Les, you're a young pineapple. I don't know why I said pineapple. That's kind of weird.
As long as you're not an upside down pineapple. I mean, if you are, I'm fine with that. You be you, but.
Larry says my birthday is October 31st and Anda's birthday is September 11th. Well, we'll obviously plan it for that then.
September 11th would be in the fall. That'd be in that range.
Yeah. So we'll look at that. I don't know. So it sounds like beginning of September is decent for people, end of August. And honestly, that's when kids go back to school. So that's not horrible.
Children's.
Yeah. Anita says September might work. Okay. Well, we'll think about it. We'll look into it. Matt, that's like 2.5 years out.
Well,
Can you
that's,
plan that far out?
yeah.
You're not going to leave me, are you, before then?
Really?
Just making sure. I just want all of them to be witnessed.
Yeah. No.
All 13. Oh, we got 13 people on here.
I know.
Wow.
And it's 10 o'clock. We should probably get off of here.
Muncie Channel says my wife's birthday is September 8th, so that works.
There you go. It'll be like a birthday cruise for the September babies.
Okay, I have a random question. Muncie Channel, is this Muncie, Indiana, or a different Muncie, or is Muncie a name? I just have some Muncie questions. Larry says, "Wow, I'm stoked. Don't back out on us." Stacy says the best prices are right when the cruises are released. Okay, cool. And JT says, "Keep going. I'm awake." It says we did Mardi Gras early September last year, and it was a good time. Okay, we can look at early September. Aaron says September, baby, here too. Okay. And Les says we don't cruise in the summer. High cruise season starts in November and ends in April. Oh, their cruise season starts in November and ends in April. Well, do you cruise in early September as an exception? Because we won't do this without you. Muncie says, my last name is Muncie. Muncie, Indiana, I consider as my town, though. Okay.
There's a lot of Allentown, so I don't know.
I'm an Indiana person.
She's a Hoosier.
I am a Hoosier.
And if you're from St. Louis like me, that's a derogatory term.
Larry says, you're kidding. We want to get you drinking from Kimbra. Only for you, Larry. And only on a boat. Could be a big boat, could be a little boat. A boat's a boat.
If you have Larry and JT, that's going to be dangerous.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is,
we'll have to get the drink package.
You two are responsible for her getting back to the cabin safely.
Yeah. Les says, good night, all. Have a great and safe weekend. Good night, Les.
Good night, Les. We're going to sign off too, I think, because it is 10:02. I did see that Sean is live, and I don't want to overlap his space. Plus, it's 10 o'clock. We've been on here for a while, and so we got a lot to think about though. Maybe we'll have some ideas, some meetups, maybe a group cruise, something like that. I don't know. Look what happens when we talk about cruising. Things happen. Ideas start to brew.
I'm solid. Anita says, I will watch out for my girl, and JT said Jen will take care of it.
Oh, so JT and Larry get you drunk, and then Anita and Jen have to clean up the mess. That's nice.
Here's the difference. One of them offered, the other one was offered out. Hey, I got my people. That's all that matters. I got them to get me there, and I got them to get me back.
All right. And I'll be in the water with whoever's with me. So
Larry says Port Canaveral would be good if Tampa can't work. I want to see Tampa. All right. Well, we'll look at all the options.
Honestly, Larry, considering how far you're traveling, Tampa's not that far from Canaveral.
That's true. If you took a couple extra days on either end,
it's like literally like
it's a 2-hour drive.
It's a 2-hour drive compared to Orlando, where you're like an hour away or something like that. So it's not that much of a difference if you're coming for more than just the cruise. But yeah. So
Larry said, will there be a ring shopping after? I've already put my ring.
Yeah, that's done.
But it doesn't
I
mean
put a ring on that.
We can't. That doesn't mean we can't go in. I also have a neck and I have ears.
Oh. And she has necklaces and earrings, but she doesn't wear.
That's true. So. I wear my ring though. You didn't think I'd wear my ring.
You do wear your ring. I wear my ring.
Both of them. Yeah.
Bling.
All right.
Thank you, Muncie.
All right. Have a good night, everyone. Have a great weekend.
We'll see you guys next week.
Indeed.
Unless we see you before that, for those of you who we're talking to. Basically JT. But
Good night, everyone.
good night.